from Competent Communicator Manual, Speech 7. When I asked about his shopping high and lows, he said, high is when I have money, low is when I don't have money. Melissa Garza.
Thank you, Christina. Okay, so I'm coming right off of Tracy's speech, but I'm going to kind of continue for you. So it's the new year, we got to make goals, and we got to have New Year's resolutions. But what I want to talk to you about is we have good habits and we have bad habits. And sometimes during the new year might be a good time to think, or heck, any time could be, is when you want to think of when you want to change a bad habit, or if you think that you want to start a good habit. Well, what I think is really important is that when we first define a habit. So if we define a habit, a habit is something that we do automatically, kind of without thinking. It comes just within our nature. It's something that the neurons in our brain start firing synapses that we remember things and we remember events and we remember situations. So a habit sometimes comes when it's stemmed from being in a situation. Could be something like you smell a cup of coffee. And then, hey, I want that great cigarette with that coffee. So it kind of brings certain things. Or even if you're at a club and you're dancing, same thing too. For people who smoke, can recognize the fact that when you are hanging out with people having a good time, you could smoke more socially. So what I want to discuss here is about the 21-day rule. And 21 days is actually kind of a myth. 21 days to start a habit and keep doing something every day to stop something. The myth was started in the 1960s by a plastic surgeon who had worked with amputee patients and noticed that it took 21 days for an amputee patient to get used to not having an arm or leg anymore. So that's kind of where the myth came from, of 21 days that it takes you to get over something. In reality, the UK Health Research Behavior Center went and they did a study a couple years ago in 2009. And from that study, they realized that it actually takes an average person about 66 days to create a new habit or to break an old bad habit. So I thought this was pretty interesting. And I thought a little bit more about kind of like some of the motivators. So you could think it depends on a situation, like Tracy was mentioning earlier. Situational cue, being somewhere, getting yourself out of the situation, changing something for you. So I want to think of, so like you want to start a new habit when you get out of bed. Get out of bed and you want to drink a glass of water right when you're out of bed. And you keep that habit going as long as you can. As more as you get closer to that 66 days, that habit will then become autonomous into your brain, and you will start doing this habit without even having to think about getting that glass of water. So I wanted to talk a little bit about good ways to keep a habit or to break a habit is to have a good support system around you of people. These people can help you let them know what is going on with you, what do you want to change about yourself, what kind of goals that you want to achieve. Do you want to work out? Do you want to quit smoking? Do you want to stop biting your nails? Do you want to stop making that weird noise or something that you always do? Maybe tell your friend about it so that they can let you know. And every time that you do it unconsciously or subconsciously, that they'll let you know, so you know consciously that you're doing something so that you can learn how to break it. So I wanted to kind of get onto another level here of the habit breaking. And this comes in relations to people. I think that people actually are addicted or have habits to want to be with other people. And it's not just about, going to work out or going to the gym. When you start a relationship with somebody, you start eventually expecting that phone call on a daily basis. You expect that phone call, or you expect that hi, hello, or you maybe expect that kiss good morning. But I want to talk quickly about the 5 factors of loss or grief that you have. If something that you have started a relationship with somebody, either a relationship is broken off or somebody passes away, there's the 5 stages that your body will go through in order to get over something. So the 5 stages are: first, you deny the situation. No, this person did not die, or no, we're not broken up, we're still together. The second degree is anger. So you get angry. You get angry that the situation isn't working how you want it. Oh, I'm so sick that I can't believe that these doctors didn't do what they needed to do to save my husband's life. Or I could be angry at somebody for leaving me. Why did you leave me? You're such a jerk. The next one is denial, anger, bargaining. Bargaining is the next one. So you kind of make a pact with yourself saying, oh, it's okay, but maybe if I do this, or if I change, or if I lose weight, then maybe they'll come back to me. Maybe if I pray to God and I wish that somehow if I get a sign, that I can believe that sign and keep moving on. And the next one is depression. So when somebody leaves you could get depressed and get sad. You can withdraw yourself and not feel like you're being part of the situation. And the final one is acceptance, and you accept the situation of loss. And you get over it, and you really realize, no, this person's not coming back to me, or they're coming back to me, or they're never coming back because they're gone. I thought this kind of interesting, kind of related to a habit, because I think that some portions of these 5 factors of degree of loss happen when you're starting to break a bad habit. I think that these situations can come into and change. So finally, I guess I wanted to say in conclusion, before I conclude, I want to talk about the 2 other things really quick. There's obsession that people can have when you idealize an idea or something in your mind that you just have to have something. People have OCD disorders, they just have to wash their hands. Or even addiction, somebody being addicted to a psychological substance that changes their mood. I think that you think anything that you do, try it yourself. If you can't do it, you need to go seek professional help and get help. And either that's through addiction, obsession, even the loss of a loved one or a loss of relationship, or if you're trying to change something about yourself. In conclusion, I just want you to know that it's all about perception, and making sure that every day that you live that you're happy.